I left them, but I kept the locks. Hello everyone, como ye? I'm Jasmine, and if you are new here, thank you so much for checking me out. I hope you stay a bit longer. And for those of you who are rocking with me and been rocking with me for the longest time, welcome back. Really quick, I will be on airtime for the entire week, just doing morning chats with you. So if you have questions for me, I will be on at around 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you want to chat with me as I do my makeup, or just do a little show and tell, then definitely check me out on airtime. I'll leave the link in the description box down below. I'm going to be actually sharing with you things I regret in regards to my locks. I got this idea from one of you guys who sent me a comment in the comment section, and I thought it was a really great idea, especially for those who are starting out their locks and just want to make sure that they don't repeat the mistakes that, let's say, I've made, because I've made some mistakes. I'm human, I'm flawed, I got issues. All right, so I'm gonna be sharing with you 7 things that I regret about my locks. So let's begin. One of the things, of course, that I regret is definitely retwisting my hair too tightly and on a consistent basis. Back when I first started my locks, I would do that quite a bit. I was the type of person that didn't like my roots to be all puffy. So I really liked having the scalp show. Wrong. It's really nice to just let your hair breathe and your scalp breathe. I didn't really take out the time for that. And so, of course, it led to traction alopecia, especially in the front area. I've already done a whole playlist of my operation edges. You can check that out whenever you got the time. But yeah, definitely retwisting too tightly and frequently is definitely number 1. Okay, number 2. So when I first started my locks, I really didn't do as much research as I should have had. During my locking stage, I started in July, but I did not wash my hair until December. Now you're probably like, with the head tilt, like, what? You heard that right. I didn't wash my hair until 6 months after locking, which it wasn't really a great idea for me, I think. I mean, my hair did smell quite a bit. It was ripe, let's just say that. I would clean my scalp, and I would use the Sea Breeze astringent. I don't know if they still make that, but I used to use that on my scalp just to clean it. I would take a Q-tip or whatever, and I would just clean each grid, each line, each vertical, each horizontal, you name it. I cleaned it, but that didn't help out with the rest of the hair, which did start to eventually stink up the place. All right. So that's definitely number 2. Another thing I regret is definitely putting bleach on my hair. Now, you might have seen from last year that I wanted purple ombre locks, and so I decided to go for it. I went to Sabine's Natural Hallway and Hair Salon, and she actually bleached my hair for me. I noticed such a difference afterwards, and my locks never bounced back since. The bottom half was thin. It wasn't as dense as the top half. There were some locks at the base that were breaking off. There were parts that were really, really thin and other parts that were regularly sized. I wasn't rocking with it, basically. Of course, I made the decision to cut my locks, and I did that in February. Well, by the time you're watching this, it'll probably be March, so let me just keep talking. That's what I ended up doing, and you know what? I absolutely love the cut. Let me know what you guys think of this really cute hairstyle. If you want to see a tutorial on it, give me a thumbs up. All right, so the next regret, I still regret it. However, it is a part of what makes me who I am today, and that's basically the story of how I end up getting my locks. I don't tell a lot of people this, but the reason how I had got my locks is through an ex-boyfriend who suggested I do it. Now, during that time in my life, I was very impressionable, and I would seek validation from others, and you know, suggestions from others to the degree. And so I listened. You know what? I'm gonna even backtrack a little bit by saying that the previous ex-boyfriend before that ex-boyfriend actually suggested that I go natural. And so I did it. So one boyfriend said I should go natural and I went natural. And the other one said I should get locks. And so I got locks. That's the story of how I got my locks. And I don't like telling that story because, you know, it's like, oh, you just follow blindly whoever says something to you. You know, it makes me feel a little insecure about myself. You know what I mean? I understand this is what makes me who I am. And you know what? I could say that I left them, but I kept the locks. The next thing I regret is definitely using gels that were extremely drying and also using like beeswax in the beginning of my journey. Back in the day when I started, I mean, I didn't really know about YouTube and know about the processes of locks and the styling and the care and the maintenance. And so, of course, through a suggestion, I ended up using beeswax. It was the 100% beeswax. Now, I mean, there are some products like out there that contain beeswax, but it's not like 100%. For some people, that's okay. For me at the time when I just used that straight beeswax, it was not okay. It attracted so much lint and there was so much buildup in my hair, especially that time when I didn't wash my hair for 6 months. So I definitely use something with a thinner consistency when it comes to styling my hair. My hair loves water. It also loves my leave-in sprays. I mean, I'll definitely do a video, you know, in the future on my favorite hair care products. So definitely stay tuned for that because that just sparked something in me just now. The sixth thing I definitely regret was using towels to dry my hair, which was a bad idea when I first started out. Towels, of course, attract lint to your hair, and you know, when you're towel drying, the lint just gets all embedded. And I mean, I had a lot of lint back in my day. Matter of fact, it might still be in there somewhere. Who knows? I dyed my hair black so many times I can't even tell. Using a towel to dry your hair is a no. I prefer using a black t-shirt. That way I get minimal lint as possible, okay? And you know, if you're trying to avoid or prevent lint, I definitely recommend doing something like that, using a black t-shirt. You're welcome. The last thing I regret is definitely not photographing much of my journey. I do have some pictures here and there, but you know, I definitely could have done more to like basically, you know, see my progress, track my progress, see what I was possibly doing wrong in the process. I do have some like pictures here and there of like back when I had braids, and I even had like a little piece of my permed hair that I kept. I mean, I definitely recommend that if you guys are starting out your locks, definitely take photos. Take photos, maybe do yearly length check photos, or even do like really cool hairstyle photos. If you are really liking your hair that day, take a picture of it and definitely log that in. I mean, you could use a regular photo album and print out pictures, but you can also save it on your computer or just create yourself a private Instagram to where you can just like throw all those photos and save space on your phone. Yeah, so that's all for this video today. I really hope you enjoyed it and got to know a little bit about me and how I was in the past. Now, even though I say I regret those things, can't really harp on what's happened in the past. You gotta learn to live with regrets, and hopefully you can learn from them. And so I definitely learned a lot throughout this entire process of having locks, and I hope that you were able to take something out of this. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Definitely let me know what you want to see from me in the future, because I am listening. And remember to subscribe, because I make videos every single week, mainly Sundays and Thursdays, but I sprinkle a little something in the middle. You feels me? All right, so I want to thank you all so much for watching and supporting and subscribing to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out.